we're just going to take 2 washers, and just for packing sake, we're going to put this here with the 2 washers. There, so we're going to bring it up the field. You can buy styrofoam bobbers, small ones, but they're kind of expensive, so I like to make my own. So I'll use a piece of styrofoam that's 1 inch by 2 inch by 3 inch, or absolutely the minimum size that you need in order to get it to float. I cover it with a balloon just for cover, and it also holds the line in. We're going to score this little float, this styrofoam float. It's big enough to be able to carry the 2 washers. Pull the little balloon over the float. Okay, just using a marker to mark these as 2 medium height, 1 low height, and 1 high. Punch a small hole in a part of the bag where it won't leak. This is actually not right. The hole should be a little bit higher, so it's off of the space where the water is. McCook Lake is about 250 acres. Only houses are on the far north and east shore. And away we go. 3.4 miles an hour. There we go. That's better. Take your temperature. 32 degrees there. Water temperature 51 degrees. Let's go over there. 40 degrees on the shoreline. Do the water temperature here. 52. I think that's about right. See what I am. 68. Ooh, I'm hot. I did not expect to see this. This is outside the channel to the north. And here's one of my flow testers that I put in several days ago. Okay, this guy is I1. And there's the bag. Okay, and it's not as full as I'd like to see it. You see, we put a little sand in the bottom there to get it to weight down. Okay, I just set 3 of them out. Now I'll mark the waypoint. Save and edit. Change name. It's a very calm day. It's a perfect day for doing these types of measurements. These 3 were all very close together when we first started. This is a time lapse. It's sped up by 12 times. You can see the green float, which is at the 3-foot level, is moving north. The yellow float is starting to move north. It'll eventually turn around and go south for a while. The red float, which is at the deepest point, it's at about 7 feet, is not moving. It really doesn't move for the duration of this particular test. You can see now that the yellow float is now moving off to the right, to the south. Green float is starting to follow it. You can see some leaves on the surface, and that right now they aren't moving. Pretty soon it will start a very light rain shower, and things will start moving to the north. You can see the leaves on the surface now moving to the north. Eventually you'll be able to see the float on the right, the yellow bobber, start moving to the north also. It will move all the way up past the red float and continue on for another 33 feet after about 40 minutes. I don't have that on the video, but I measured the location with a GPS and then recorded it. Then this is on the northern part of the channel, where the channel comes together from the main bay. I'm going to do another measurement on the southern part that's close to the area that we suspect seepage. Southern end, and place just the red and the yellow drift buoys in there. They were exactly together when I dropped them off. This is a few minutes after that. The red one is moving to the south. Yellow one originally moved south, and then it turned around and started moving north again, north and west, and the red one's moving south and a little bit east. So there is a difference. The next two pictures have a better illustration of it. This is over a 30-minute period, and the yellow one moved in one direction and the red one moved in another direction. So it does show that there's different flows at significant rates in different directions at different levels. At least in this part of the channel, it shows that there is a difference in the movement between the deeper floating bags and the upper floating bags. The red tends to move to the south. You can certainly see this here in the GPS Google Earth illustration, which way they were going in opposite directions. It's always surprising to me when I can find my old buoys. Here is a pink one that's right next to the Ikes Club that's been there for 2 days. You can see it's like a little balloon. It is a balloon, actually. I use that for float. There's another yellow balloon there that I found. These had moved north quite a ways. There's another one out in the channel. Thank you for listening. Have a good day.